their bold fashion, their beautiful culture, everything. Even like Japanese food. I mean, I just think I need to be there. I think it's been my calling secretly for a long time. You know, I mean, I've been actually doing like the whole kimono and stuff, like even from my mixtapes. So this is not new for me. Like I know I did it in Your Love in that video, but I was doing it even before that. And you know, I don't know. I'm just intrigued by Japanese culture, and it definitely has a lot to do with the fashion. I'm looking forward to meeting the people. I think, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I've never been to Japan. I want to know what interests them. I want to just know what they have to say to me. You know, I'm interested to see or to just feel their energy. I mean, they have such a huge part in the world and definitely in pop culture and the fashion world, you know, which is, I pay attention to that world. So you know, I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen when I get there. You know what? I'm influenced by everyone. Like, no one in particular. I think that pop culture has influenced me. And I think I'm just going to continue to be influenced by everyone. I think everyone just brings something so unique. Every person, you know, has like something about them that, you know, if you really are about your business, you can pull from them. But really, I don't do a lot of research on other artists. I mean, I pretty much just do what I feel like doing. You know, I'm kind of closed off to that world where I'm like seeing everyone's video and seeing this and seeing that. I just want to do me. It was amazing to work with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is, you know, a goddess in the music world. Her track record has been freaking insane with #1 records and stuff like that. And then when I met her, she was so down to earth. She was funny. She was sarcastic. Like, we were laughing throughout the whole video. And I couldn't believe it because this was a person who, like, I remember singing Someday and Vision of Love and all of those songs. And then to even be on the same set with her was just like a life-changing experience. You know, and with Eminem as well. Eminem, he's you know, really iconic, and you know, has done so much in hip hop, and he's not known for really collaborating with people that much. So when he said he'd be on my album, I was like overwhelmed. I was just like, whoa, you know. So thanks, you know, shout out to him for like not shutting me down, you know. That I love my females. I just give them confidence to say, I am me, and take it or leave it. I love it, and I don't care what you think about it. You know, so I'm sure there's no different, you know, there's no difference in Japan. I'm sure these girls have always felt like, you know, like a beast inside, and they're just, sometimes it's just waiting to be unleashed. You just have to unleash your inner beast. And, you know, obviously, I think that I am a girly girl, so I attract other girly girls. My goal as an artist is really to be able to bridge the gap between hip hop and pop and business. If I could do those three things, I would consider myself to be successful. And, you know, I think ultimately in the entertainment business, I'd love to get into acting. I'd love to get into designing some things, you know, my own line of stuff. Maybe just little stuff. Maybe not like a whole line of clothes and like jeans and socks and all that stuff. Maybe just something tiny and exclusive that, you know, people can really feel sort of connected to me with. As far as Check It Out, it was a video that I had a really, really great time shooting. I loved all the Korean influences in the video. I love, you know, will.i.am. To me, he's always been like fashion forward, and he always sort of thinks outside of the box. And I really had been looking forward to working with him. So when we got on the set of Check It Out, it was just like I knew it was going to be a fun time. And I saw the finished product, and I loved it. It felt crazy. It felt like, you know, like let's just have fun. So I hope everybody likes it. The record with Rihanna, Fly, was a record that someone, J.R. Rodham, a producer who I had always wanted to work with as well, he bought me this record. It was just a beat and the chorus. And there was a guy singing that Flies chorus. And, you know, everyone just, you know, said Rihanna would sound amazing singing it. And, you know, so from that day forth, I was like, you know, bent on getting Rihanna on the record. Because I had already done a record for her album, a song called Raining Men. And, you know, so we sort of had to track her down. She was really busy. And she got on the record, and it blew everyone away. Like, we just thought it was so inspiring, and so, you know, everything about it was great. And, you know, we shot the video for it, which is like a really cinematic video. It just doesn't even look like anything I've ever done. Like, fashion-wise and just conceptually, I think it's my best video to date. There's a very interesting story with recording Roman's Revenge. 2 days before I had to turn my album in, I was notified that I was not gonna get clearance to use one of the samples on Roman's Revenge. So originally the hook on Roman's Revenge was not "ruh, ruh, like a Dungeon Dragon." It wasn't that. It was the West Side Story theme song. So, well, I don't know if that's necessarily the theme song, but it's one of the songs in West Side Story. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. And it was amazing. Like, I did it, and then Eminem did his own version of that, and it was freaking sick. We just loved it. And then, of course, 2 days before I had to turn in and, you know, get the record mastered, we were told, oh, West Side Story is not going to clear that, and you have to change it in the next 12 hours. You know, and I was like, huh? Okay. So, all right, and I just went in the studio. I was freaking tired. It was like super, super late. I wanted to go home, and I just went in the booth and said, "Ruh, ruh, like a dungeon dragon. Ruh, ruh, like a dungeon dragon. Ruh, ruh, like a dungeon dragon, like a dungeon dragon, like a dungeon dragon." And I was just, get me out of here. Where are my almonds? Where are my cranberries? Get me out of here. But, you know, I sent that to M, and I said, M, unfortunately, you know, we don't really have too much time to change it, and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, he was a trooper, and he sent his stuff back, and we just got it done. But that song could have just, like, been left out of the album, and it's, like, one of the best records on the album. Pink Friday is a breakout album in that, first of all, I feel like it's every girl's diary. You know, I feel like every girl can cry with the album, laugh with the album, dance with the album, be cocky with the album. It's like all of those things that you as a woman, you feel. And I really tried to spit, but also keep everything, you know, conceptual and just keep it real to me at that moment. And there were some things that I really needed to get off my chest. So it was a bit of a way for me to vent. You know, I think it was the venting album. I don't think I'll need to vent again, but hopefully not. But that was, you know, that's Pink Friday.